Welcome, everybody, to Funeral Nation episode 64. That is Jeff, the Funeral Commander Harbison. I am Ryan Thogmartin. Jam-packed show today, Jeff. What do you think?
I'm all ready to go. I mean, I think we've got some good stuff today. We're going to talk about some money in a little bit. But speaking of money, let's talk about our friends at the Fast Funding Group. Hey, guys, there's no reason we have $330 million in accounts receivable in the funeral industry. No reason whatsoever. Roll that video because Fast Funding Group can help you.
Hello, all you FNers. Jamie Meredith here with C&J Financial, American Funeral Financial, and Funeral Funding Center. We're stoked to bring you the Funeral Nation web show every single week. Guys, every day our office is bombarded with calls from funeral directors just like you all across the country who are just sick and tired of waiting weeks or sometimes months for payment on their insurance assignment cases. That is insane. There is a better way. Our group currently works with more than 3,000 funeral homes nationwide and funds more than 40,000 funerals annually. And we'd love to show you why so many of your colleagues use us to process and fund all of their insurance claims. Check us out at cjf.com, americanfuneralfinancial.com, and funeralfundingcenter.com today for more information. Remember, always be finer than split frog hair in 4 different directions.
Ryan, on today's show, I'm pretty excited. We're going to talk to someone that wants to give you money, all right, from the bank. Our spotlight will be on from my old stomping grounds in North Carolina. And the WTF wants to make sure you're well quaffed before putting you down. Stay tuned for that one. Ryan, what's the buzz out here right now?
Oh, man, Jeff, the big story this week is Matthews International, now part of Matthews Aurora, had $9.5 million stolen from them by a cashier at their, I think, granite business. As big as they are, I still don't know how you can't catch $9.5 million. It wasn't all at one time, obviously. It was over, I think, the course of 16 years, but still, $9.5 million. And you have a cashier working for you that's got 3 houses, a few Mercedes, a couple yachts.
Furs, a boat. I mean, come on. Really?
It's got to raise some concern somewhere. Someone's got to question something, but
couldn't possibly be that she was doing something wrong. No way.
No, not at all. You know, funny thing is, on Connecting Director, some of the comments were asking if, because the $9.5 million went missing, is that why casket prices went up so quickly?
So, that hurt.
Oh, yeah, it was a zinger.
It couldn't go up because the caskets are made in Mexico. They have to cost less.
That's, jeez.
Ooh, who said that?
Oh, no. Should we open up that can of worms?
Well, maybe not, because I'm drinking a little Cosmoflow this morning to make sure I got my tannin all working today.
Yeah, I got some index arterial fluid here.
Yeah, you might need that. Speaking of our friends at Pierce, how about let's roll their promo?
Pierce is the bomber's choice for fluids and over 1,800 different prep room supplies in stock. Visit us at piercechemical.com to learn more about Pierce.
Hey, Ryan, we had the More You Know minute, okay? And you know a lot about this subject. This comes from Jenny in Minnesota. I think it's a pretty valid question. Which is better for a funeral home, Facebook or LinkedIn?
Facebook.
All right. Well, that took a long time by Disrupt Media.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all over both of them, as you well know.
Absolutely.
I use LinkedIn a lot.
For a funeral home, though, going to the consumer, Facebook is the platform. Facebook's king. It's where the audience is. It's their chance to engage. Funeral homes, connecting with suppliers, C-level people at organizations in the profession. LinkedIn makes sense. You and I as vendors, LinkedIn makes a lot of sense to connect with funeral homes. But from a B2C level, nothing beats Facebook.
Right. And guys, I just want to say this. Don't post obituaries on LinkedIn. Nobody cares.
No.
I just hate to say it. And we're not going to come to your ice cream social.
No.
Okay? Because people all over the country. So
doesn't make sense.
Ryan's right. Listen up, please. Well, Ryan, that was brought to us by Disrupt Media. How do they contact you for good advice?
Hit me up, Ryan at disruptmedia.co, not .com, .co.
I know that interweb thing, that's
tricky.
big stuff.
It's tricky.
I know. Well, speaking of Straight Arrow, we're going to have my friend Alan Mulligan of United Community Bank on now. So let's roll that interview. Alan, welcome to the Funeral Nation TV show. How you doing?
Thanks, Jeff. Good to see you. Appreciate the invite.
Well, we're glad to have you here. You've got money, so we're looking forward to talk. Please share a little bit about yourself and your company, United
Sure.
Community Bank.
You bet. United Community Bank is a community bank located in Blairsville, Georgia. We have nearly 140 locations or branches throughout the Southeast. We're a $10.7 billion in assets bank. In addition to our retail banking, we offer a variety of commercial or business services, some of which are available outside of that footprint of the Southeast. And we have some SBA loan opportunities as well. That's what I focus on. I've worked in the funeral industry, as you know, for 15 and a half years. The past 2 years have been spent as a lender specializing in the industry. This experience allows me to understand the intricacies of the industry.
Fantastic.
Intricacies. That's a big old word, man. I'm proud of you. I guess you ain't moving up in the world. Intricacies. Well, you must be a banker.
There you go.
I had to work on that one for a while.
Yeah, I didn't work on it. It didn't sound good.
Well, Alan, Jeff tells us the market for buying and selling funeral homes is heating up. What does UCB offer for these sorts of transactions?
Sure. In most funeral home acquisitions, the SBA 7A loan is a great option. We can lend up to $5 million and get terms up to 25 years on fixed assets, including real estate. In some cases, we can implement the SBA 504 loan, and we also have the USDA Business and Industry Program available. Back to, if I can touch on it real quick, United Community Bank's motto is the bank that service built, and we live that every day. We receive the best customer service ratings in the industry, averaging 97% over the past year, and you can see the full array of those service offerings at ucbi.com.
Nice. Well, you know, Alan, there's a presumption that funeral directors need a pile of cash in order to buy a funeral home. Will you shed some light on why that may not be the case every time?
Well, you're right. There is a presumption among funeral directors, and many people do think they need a lot of money to buy a funeral home. However, SBA loans allow the borrower to have a lower equity injection than most conventional loans would require.
Right. I guess if the business is cash flowing well, that's a good thing as well.
Absolutely. That is the name of what we do with SBA lending. By the way, just to touch on that, because some audience members may not recognize what SBA stands for. It's Small Business Administration. And the Small Business Administration is the government guarantee that is provided that does help that borrower and helps to also cover the bank and the borrower.
Fantastic. Well, besides buying and selling transactions, what else may SBA loans be used for?
Sure. Normal practices for the SBA products that we offer cover construction loans, expansion, equipment such as crematories. A lot of people don't realize we can use an SBA loan towards a crematory purchase, refinancing, and we also assist with succession planning.
Interesting. Well, that's part of my business. I might need to get me a cigar and formaldehyde warehouse here, but we'll work on that. We're buddies.
Absolutely. We'll work on it.
What area of the country is UCB service? And, you know, you mentioned you're in the funeral business. Why is it important to have somebody like you versus your competition?
Sure, good question. Our retail branches are actually located, I mentioned the Southeast, but specifically Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. However, our SBA lenders, so myself, my other team members, we actually cover a nationwide area. So I can go to the 48 contiguous states. If you come across an opportunity in Hawaii, I will beg and plead to do a site visit. Hawaii, weather permitting, even Alaska. I'll see what I can do to make that happen.
Well, I'll be right along with you because I've got my CosmoFlow, which makes my skin dark, and I can get out there and walk along beside you to help you out.
Awesome. I don't know if I want to try the CosmoFlow, but I may.
It's good. Trust me.
Yeah. Something that makes us unique is the fact that we have a team of experts with many years of industry experience, be it myself, my underwriters, the closers. They have a lot of years of experience. We all have a lot of years of experience in the industry. If I'm not available to go out and see someone, we have people throughout the country, be it my counterparts, the other business development officers, underwriters, closers. They can go out and see our customers. So we'll touch base with them in person. And we like to add that service touch. Again, we like to focus on service, and that's what we're about at United Community.
Fantastic. Well, as the United Community Bank is a new sponsor on the Effin Show, tell us a little bit about promo you've put together for our F-Inners.
Sure. Well, on behalf of United Community Bank, I'm happy to announce that we will be partnering with Funeral Nation. So we're really looking forward to it. Have kept up on the videos and really like what you guys are doing. You're taking an interesting twist on the industry and kind of giving it a refreshing look. And we really like that. We like to be progressive and help our funeral directors. It's got to be a win-win for all parties. I truly believe that, and it'll help us to all be successful.
I think that's wonderful. We're excited to have you. I had the opportunity to meet Rich Bradshaw not long ago, who works alongside you. What a quality guy. You know, of course, Rich,
Sure.
Colonel, sir, I'll give you a salute from the little officers club here that I work in. We're going to close it up here. Alan, you and I go way back from
Sure.
back when we were being brainwashed that caskets are the centerpiece of a funeral. Thank goodness for redemption and education. You know, we've grown up. Right now is time. The time is right to funeral directors get in position to buy and owners to get in position to sell. What advice would you give?
I think they should reach out to Jeff Harbison at the Foresight Companies. That'd be a great start. Also reach out to Alan Mulligan at United Community Bank. Check out ucbi.com. My contact information's on there, and I'm pretty accessible. I carry my cell phone. That is the best way to reach me as well.
I fully concur with that shameless plug you just gave there. All right. Hey, well, look, we're excited about having United Community Bank along with us here at Funeral Nation. We're
Thank
grateful. I can personally endorse these guys because I've met them. I know what they do. I know Alan's experience in the funeral industry and his stellar reputation. He'll keep me at arm's length for that to keep it up. But anyway, we're grateful to have you here, and thank you. We look forward to working alongside you guys.
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate the invite.
Take care.
Enjoyed.
Take care, buddy.
Great interview segment, Jeff. It's always nice to have somebody on the show that wants to hand out money.
I think it makes sense. And I have to tell you, the time is now. If you're a young funeral director and you like to buy a business, or you're a funeral home owner that doesn't have a succession plan or thinking one of the big boys, they're probably not going to buy you. You need to contact Alan and myself, and let's talk about it.
There you go. Who brought us this interview segment?
You know, I think it's my friend from Sitch. In fact, we're going to do something very special with them. Sirius is coming back to town. He and I are going to hang out a little bit, but let's roll his current promo.
Funeral Nation is sponsored by Sitch Casket, importers of premium hardwood and fine metal caskets created exclusively for the North American marketplace. Is it a Sitch casket or one of the top U.S. brands? Only your accountant can tell the difference. Visit Sitch Casket or contact your Sitch distributor.
Jeff, this rolls us into our Spotlight segment, and you've got that handled, don't you?
Yes, sir. You know, I'm always paying attention to what's going on out here on the positive side of our industry. We like to share a spotlight on people and funeral directors and professionals making a difference in their communities and shining the light. This week, we put it on the spotlight on Munden Funeral Home in Morehead City in Havelock, North Carolina. Now, that's old stomping grounds for me down that way. I lived in Morehead City when I was a kid. Anyway, Munden Funeral Home are doing something that I think is pretty cool. They're collecting old American flags in the community to make sure the flags are retired with dignity. But before the flags are disposed, the funeral home's pre-need counselors carefully cut out the stars and affixed them to cards for veterans. What a great idea. They serve military families all the time. They offer a card as a token of the gratitude with those stars affixed. And the emotional response when I read this, it caused me to really pay attention. But Nick McFerrin, in fact, he reached out to us on Facebook yesterday. He said it's a meaningful moment for everyone in the room and usually ends up with some tears. That's a real serious thing we have here. And I'm happy and pleased that they're disposing of the flag in a correct manner and making a great use of it for recognizing people who served our country.
That's right.
Anyway, Nick, you and your team down there at Munden, thank you for what you do. I give you my salute and keep doing a great thing. Thank you for allowing us to spotlight your firm, Munden Funeral Home in Morehead City and Havelock, North Carolina.
Excellent. Well, our Spotlight segment was brought to us by our brand new sponsor, United Community Bank. Commander, we're all hopped up on embalming fluid. So what's the WTF this week?
Well, I took this one myself. My partner, Kevin Krug, and I were traveling through a state, and we came across, he almost whipped a U-turn out in the middle of the road. We rode past his place, and what it is an old church that's been converted into a nail and beauty salon spa next to a cemetery.
Hey, listen, my wife's a hairdresser. We know how much they need Jesus.
Hey, amen, And by the way, I think this is a great one-stop shop, right? You get your nails done, your hair fixed, and we'll just, of course, there's some snow on the ground. By the way, I didn't like having snow on the ground where I was. But we rode past this, and this was a literal, what the funeral is that all about?
There you go. Those hairdressers need Jesus, and they need a place to go when they don't find Jesus. Cemetery's right there.
That's right. And don't forget that the higher the hair, the closer to God.
There you go.
Hey, who brought us this segment?
Our friends at aftercare.com. Roll that promo.
Are you a funeral director who just can't find time to follow up with your families? We all know how important aftercare is, but meeting with families and running a funeral home doesn't leave much time for anything else. The Aftercare Card Program is an automated program that sends out 4 cards plus a survey to your families during the first year following a loss. You simply go to aftercare.com and enroll your family and you're done. It literally takes about a minute and the cost is only $20 per family. Visit aftercare.com today to learn more and get a free sample.
Well, Commander, that brings us to the end of episode 64. We'll be on to 65 next week. We got anything big planned, or can you not disclose?
I can't disclose everything, but I can tell you that as it shines and the way it's kind of lining up, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape again. So we'll have a great guest. WTF never fails, and a spotlight. And frankly, I hope to be in position that I can light this up next week.
Yeah.
It's a little tough down here on this end of the hallway today.
Well, good. I got some
spotlight up on that.
Some of the sniffy sniff fluid that I like so much. Just smells a little bit like melon. So good stuff.
Hey, aren't you sweet?
Yeah. All right, sir. Well, keep engaging with us. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook. Check out our website. Keep sending us those WTF and more you know minute questions. So until next time, have a great effing week.
Out here.